Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. What if you did a daily study where in 6 months your life was totally different? Not because everything magically changed, not because you worked 10 times harder in 6 months to bring what you wanted into reality, but because you changed. What if you woke up with a clearer sense of direction instead of constantly questioning yourself? You trusted yourself, you trusted your decision-making capabilities, you trusted your gut instinct, your intuition. Imagine feeling excited about your life, about setting a goal. Not because life got easier, not because you have a goal that's guaranteed, but because you finally understand. You understand that your thought process, the way you think, the way you feel, the way you act, is your responsibility. You finally understand why you've struggled to move forward in the past. And now you're recognizing you're not a procrastinator. There's nothing wrong with you. You have the confidence, you have the skill, the talent, the ability to bring into your reality whatever you desire. Because you're understanding how energy works, how your brain works, how the laws of the universe bring everything together. And your life is developing, it's unfolding. Once you start to understand how life works, you begin to shift. You start to notice opportunities that you overlooked in the past. You start to take action and do things that a previous version of you was too scared to do, or you would have stayed silent rather than speaking up. You take action before you're completely ready. You stop waiting for confidence and discover confidence is something that you build. Just like going to the gym to build up physical muscles, your confidence improves when you take action from a place of fear, from a place of not knowing what to do or how to do things, but just deciding that you want something different and you're going to go out and make it happen. That takes allowing your central nervous system to calm down. That takes recognizing that maybe the stress hormone cortisol has been flooding into your body for so many years that you think that's normal. The people who experience the greatest transformation in their life are not the smartest, the most talented, or the most motivated. They are people who stopped fighting themselves. They made a decision. They took one courageous step. They didn't talk themselves out of moving forward. They are people who stopped fighting themselves and they learned how to align their thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the future that they want to create. So, do you have a clear idea of something that you would really desire? Maybe you want your relationships to flourish. You want to love the work that you do. You want to find purpose in your life. Maybe you don't really know what you want, but you know what you certainly do not want. When you allow yourself to get clear on what you want, dreams that once felt unattainable feel close at hand. They're no longer someday distant goals, but you feel the possibility of them. Goals that previously felt overwhelming all of a sudden feel attainable, manageable, something that's just around the corner, meant for you. And your future stops feeling like an invisible barrier, and it starts to feel like something you can create instead of falling into the trap of the same old, same old. You can see yourself differently, not as a person who's too old or missed their chance or should have started years ago, but recognizing that the next chapter of your life is still being written. I want you to take a deep breath in and allow yourself just a couple of moments to breathe, to focus on breathing, to focus on the miracle that your life is, that body, your body operates automatically. You can take a deep breath in and hold it at the top and let it go very slowly. But when you're not noticing your breathing, it's just happening automatically. You don't have to consciously think about every single breath. If you had to consciously think about taking every breath in and letting it go, you wouldn't last very long on this earth. Your lungs just do that automatically. Your heart beats automatically. Your digestive system is working automatically. You have a subconscious mind that takes care of all of this. But your subconscious mind also has noticed what hurt you in the past, what caused you pain, and automatically it might trigger emotional reactions. You might see something that reminds you of something that you have to do or something that hurt you. You might smell something that reminds you of your grandmother or a love affair. You might touch something that triggers a memory. This happens so automatically, you don't notice it, just like you don't notice your heart beating. This is a little bit of neuroscience. There are patterns that have been shaping your life, your decisions, your confidence, and your results for many, many years. You were programmed as a child to learn how to act, what to think, what language to speak. You were programmed by family, friends, society, loved ones who taught you what you should think, what life looks like, what you should feel. And this has just become automatic. Just like the thermostat in your house will, if everything is working properly, if it's 40 degrees above zero outside and it's super hot and you have air conditioning, the air conditioning will cut in long before your house gets overwhelmingly hot. It will just go into a cool mode and reduce the temperature in the house so that it's comfortable. Or if it's 40 degrees below zero outside, the thermostat will work the same in warming the house. The furnace kicks in and heats up the house so that you don't freeze. This is all done automatically. Why am I telling you about that? Because you have an internal thermostat. You have a setting that has been programmed to bring you back to the comfort zone, bring you back to familiar, even if it's what you don't want. Familiar patterns of getting triggered, getting angry when you think of a certain person or something that happened. You get triggered if you see someone having fun, someone celebrating. Maybe you get joyful and you feel great that another person is celebrating, or maybe it makes you feel resentful because it's not happening to you. This is so automatic, you don't notice it. The feelings just flood in. They affect your central nervous system. They raise your cortisol level, and it causes you to vibrate in an energy that attracts to you more of what is in harmony with that energetic vibration. So if you're feeling angry, resentful, jealous, fearful, your body is triggered and the cells of your being react and they vibrate in that energy, just like a magnet will attract more things to it. Your body attracts more circumstances, more people, more situations that are in harmony, in alignment, in the same vibrational energy. In your energetic field, you notice more things to be resentful about, to be angry about. And that just perpetuates until a change happens. Maybe you get triggered. Maybe you remind yourself, life isn't all crazy and bad. I have some things to be thankful for. I have some things to be joyful about. I have love in my life. I have something to calm me down. I have something that I love, someone that I love. That changes your energy. You can feel other people's energy. You can walk into a room and feel the stress and anxiety before anyone says anything. You feel that. Notice. Notice how you're feeling. Notice that when you're happy and healthy, you don't worry about paying your bills. You don't worry about the next thing around the corner. You just enjoy the moment. That's why I get so excited about a daily study. I work on a program called Thinking into Results that was designed by Bob Proctor and Sandy Gallagher. And I teach that every week because as you learn that everything is energy, including you, you can start to automatically have wonderful things come into your life. You don't have to think about how everything is going to work. Just like you don't think about how do you breathe, how does your heart beat, how are you able to walk, how are you able to pick up your pen and write. It just happens automatically. You don't have to know how electricity works to flip a switch and flood the room with light. You become a match for all the good that you desire, for money flowing into your life, for love being part of your experience, for purposeful work, whatever it is that you desire, whatever you want, you start to attract, not grind it out and work hard, but allow good to come to you. And that starts with making a decision. It comes from operating from a different level of awareness. Find a place where you can be alone and completely relax. Get emotionally involved with the idea of being totally relaxed. Maybe your body is so flooded with cortisol that it feels weird to relax. It feels like something's going to happen if you relax. If you've been on high alert for so long, you don't even recognize it. See if you can sit still for 5 minutes. Let your body become very light and your mind free flowing. When you feel clear and free, allow an image to form on the screen of your mind of already having whatever it is that you desire. A loving relationship, purposeful work, an idea that changes the world. Maybe it's something material like that beautiful new dress that you can finally afford, or the dream home you've always wanted, or simply a new reliable vehicle that can get you to work and home again without worry. What is it that you want? What would that feel like if you had achieved that? Make it a goal. Now that you allow yourself to relax, to let your body simply be, to allow that cortisol to flood out of your body and allow a brilliant, warm feeling of calmness flood over you. Feel the pride that flows through you in having achieved whatever it is you desire. How do you feel? You're healthy. You're happier than you've ever been. Someone else has taken over your worries. You don't have anything to worry about. That might feel like someone pulled the rug out from under you, but just stay with it for a moment. Your lungs are breathing on their own without you telling them what to do. Your heart is beating regularly. You don't have to check in on it. Your blood is circulating automatically through every blood vessel. You don't have to know about veins. You don't have to think about your internal organs. They just automatically do what they're supposed to do. How fantastic this system is that your body just does what it does. Now imagine you are doing what you want to be doing. You love your work. You're happy. You're healthy. Every cell of your being is vibrating in harmony with peace, love, joy, perfect health. How does it feel? Imagine that you've woken up and you don't have a worry. Today you get to decide. You are happy, you are healthy. What would bring purpose into your life? No one telling you what to do, no one directing every movement, just life happening. And life is good. Life is wonderful. Life is a joy. You've overcome so much in your life. You've conquered challenges. You've climbed what people thought were insurmountable mountains. And now you get to rest. And the machinery keeps working. You keep attracting to you all the good. What would you begin to do? Now that you're relaxed, ideas are starting to flow because you're not blocking the flow by worry and doubt and high cortisol levels. You're just relaxed and coexisting in this universe in perfect harmony with ease and flow. And life keeps happening. Only now it's easy. You don't have to control every single thing. You can let go and allow universal intelligence to keep things moving in the flow. Just like you don't worry about every heartbeat, every breath, or how your body is digesting, it just works. Everything is working out in your favor. Whatever is not meant for you is falling away. Whatever is meant for you is being attracted through your thoughts and your feelings and your actions. Now, in this relaxed state of knowing, the relaxed state of being happy and healthy, wealthy and joyful, Write about what's important to you. If you had all the time and money in the world to accomplish what you wanted, you're putting your order into the universe. You can now give direction to what do you want? You're now in the mental state of living at your highest level. What is it that you've been striving for? What is it that you want to allow in? Instead of making it happen, it's being delivered to you. What would that look like? The order is placed, the universe is delivering it to you. What did you order? What did you ask for? You're open to receiving. Now, tell me what it looks like. It's automatically coming to you. Write about how important it is to you, how you feel now that it's accomplished. Your energy has attracted everything that you desire. Make a list of all the good. Everything that you've wanted is here now. Write it all out like a shopping list. The feeling that you already have it, like Christmas and everything you've always wanted is here now. Write it down and then pick something that is the most special to you. Write it down on a separate card and carry that with you, reminding yourself that you've put in your order to the universe. And as your energy matches, it just automatically flows to you, just like your breathing and your heartbeat. You don't have to worry about how. The universe takes care of it. When you are in alignment, your thoughts, your feelings, your actions automatically produce the results that you desire. And please write in the comments what it is that you desire. And let's talk about how that can happen for you. Create a wonderful day. Think about what you want is already here now available to you. Enjoy it. Create it in your mind. And as you relax, you get ideas of what kind of action to take. And then it simply is a matter of time before that's yours. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Create a wonderful day. And I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.